Any habit or addiction in as few as 3 to 7 days. No withdrawal. Yes, you heard me right. No matter if you're 40 pounds or 140 pounds overweight, smoke 1 pack or 4 packs a day. You will be free. Call our information line at 623-266-1392 for free consultation. Your habit or addictive behaviors now can be a thing of the past. Call Hypnotic One at 623-266-1392. Now you take control of your life instead of being controlled by life. Call now, Hypnotic One at 623-266-1392.
Oregon Stop Pizza has been a Valley favorite for more than 40 years. Home to the world's largest Wurlitzer theater pipe organ, this unique pizza restaurant is the favorite entertainment destination for all ages. Our organists play everything from Bach to rock to crowds of up to 700 people every night. You can find us at OregonStopPizza.com or 480-813-5700. Oregon Stop Pizza, the most entertaining pizza in town. Come, experience the experience.
If I traded it all.
I am so excited about bringing on my next guest. The commercial said it was Oregon Stop Pizza, and I have with me Jack Bars, and he is the owner of Oregon Stop Pizza. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Carol. I'm so happy to be here.
I am so excited to have you on. I went to your place a long time ago, and I could not believe it. My eyes were popping out of my head. Tell everybody a little bit about Oregon Stop Pizza.
Well, it's one of the most unique restaurants in Arizona. We have a giant 1927 Wurlitzer theater pipe organ that's actually the largest one in the world, smack dab in the middle of the dining room. You actually sit inside the middle of the organ.
It's awesome.
It's huge. Yeah, it's a 700-seat restaurant, 2 stories. I mean, it's a massive thing that you see, you hear, you feel. All of your senses are tickled.
Now, you said before you came on here, because you knew somebody that had one, and it was built, the actual building was built for this organ.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we knew what we wanted for a building. We went to the architect and said, this is what you need to build. Build the restaurant around the organ. The organ is the star of the show.
Wow, and it really is, guys. You got to check it out. If you have not heard it, you've got to check it out. Where are you located?
We're at the southwest corner of Stapley and Southern in Mesa. So the exact address is 1149 East Southern. But we're just about a half a mile north of the 60 on Stapley.
And here's what we're going to do. You're doing a giveaway. You got to do a giveaway with Oregon Stop Pizza. You're giving away dinner for 4 plus their souvenir DVD, and we were playing a little bit about it. Tell them what it is.
The DVD is actually, it's excellent. It's about 2.5 full hours. It takes you actually inside the organ where people don't normally get a chance to see. So you see all the electronic components, all the stuff underground that's built in, all the miles and miles of wiring. There's behind-the-scenes interviews with our organist. There's music. I mean, it's a wonderful thing.
It's got to be fascinating.
It is. It's an absolute piece of history. It was built back in 1927, so it's really the original synthesizer. And they don't do anything like that anymore.
They sure don't. Now, we've got our lines open here for everybody to get entered into win. We've got dinner for 4 plus their souvenir DVD, or it's a DVD, and our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll-free it's 1-866-536-1100. How'd you start this?
Well, it was originally started in 1972 by a Phoenix real estate developer. He loved theater organ, and he loved pizza, so we thought, hey, let's put the two together and see what happens.
Do you do parties there, too?
Oh, yeah. We're actually only open for dinner, so during the lunchtime, we have the opportunity to do private parties for groups of 50 or more. So you can come in, and we get a lot of church groups, sports teams, mobile home parks, all kinds of different things that you can come in and rent the facility. You get a buffet lunch, and you get the organ music for anywhere between $8 and $10 a person.
And, well, tell everybody who wants to maybe possibly do that for a party or what have you, how long in advance do they need to book with you? Because you book up.
We do. Depending on the time of the year, we can get you in with as little as about 2 weeks' notice. During the winter months, when we are so extremely busy with all of the winter visitors, those parties you're going to need to generally book about 6 months in advance.
They're located, I'm going to say this, they're located at Southern and Stapley in Mesa. Their phone number is 480-813-5700. It's OregonStopPizza.com, and I was checking them out on YouTube before they came on too, because you cannot believe it. You could see a bunch of the the organ music there on YouTube. And you can call in here, and everyone's getting entered in to win dinner for 4 plus their souvenir DVD. Our number here is 602-277-5369. All right, so what makes your restaurant different besides the organ?
Besides the organ.
The bubbles.
Well, yes, we have to have bubbles. We have dancing cats. There's a giant 3-foot disco ball in the middle of the dining room. But really what makes us unique is we are such a great opportunity for people to come in for, you can just be this, a group of 4 people or groups of 50, 60, 100. We seat 700 people in the dining room. So you can get sports teams to come in for end-of-the-year banquets. If you want to do a little bit of a party after something on a Friday night after work, we can accommodate large groups. But it's very casual. We're very inexpensive. There's no charge for the show whatsoever. You just pay for a pizza and whatever you want to drink, and that's all.
It is awesome. It's OrganStopPizza.com. They're located in Mesa at Southern and Stapley. And we've got everybody who's getting entered in to win. It's dinner for 4 plus their souvenir DVD, which is awesome. 602-277-5369. I have never asked this question in 9 years. How many pizzas do you normally serve a year?
Well, we actually serve about 95 to 100,000 pizzas a year.
Wow.
Yeah, we crank them out.
You do. And it's pretty good pizza, too.
Oh, it's great. Yeah,
it really is. Tell them about it.
Well, it's a combination. It's a little bit thicker than a thin crust, but not quite deep dish. It's really just a medium crust. It's very crispy on the bottom, but very soft and chewy in the center. We use lots of fresh ingredients. We make the dough up every day. It's just, it's a good quality product. We put lots and lots of cheese on, which is the best part. Now,
what is your favorite comment you've ever heard from a guest?
We do a lot of Fiesta Bowl bands that come in to participate in the Fiesta Bowl and stuff. And I was talking to one of the high school kids one night after their private function, and he came up. He said, this is a really cool thing in Arizona. We went to the Grand Canyon yesterday, and this is actually better than the Grand Canyon. So I took that as an absolute huge compliment.
I must tell you, when I went there, I was floored. I had never seen anything like it. I didn't know what to expect, and so I was just floored by it. It was awesome. It was fun. The kids had a great time. Anybody that was there loved what they were seeing.
Oh, that's what we like to hear.
Absolutely. And again, we've got our lines open here. If you've not heard of them, you got to check it out. It's dinner for 4 plus their souvenir DVD of what that the organ is all about, and it's really cool. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. And if you've never been there, you'll have a blast. Bring a bunch of friends, you'll have a blast. Okay, so what is the best song to request? This is another one I've never asked either. Request the organist to play.
Well, it really depends on what you're looking for at the time, but our organists play everything from Bach to rock. Right now, Play That Funky Music is a really popular request. Phantom of the Opera is always the #1 request, as well as the Chattanooga Choo Choo, because it sounds like a freight train is running through the middle of the dining room. Hawaii Five-0 is a lot of fun. If you're wanting something a little bit softer, there's a beautiful piece of music called Clair de Lune. It brings everything down and just mellows things out so much. One of our organists has 2 degrees in classical music. He plays a trio of some like scripture type stuff, How Great Thou Art, Hallelujah Chorus, and the Lord's Prayer. It absolutely will give you goosebumps. It's mesmerizing.
You have to check it out. They're at Southern and Stapley in Mesa. Anybody around there right now, go over there and check them out. Can they come right in and just go in and if you have room, can they sit down, or does it have to be more planned?
No, come on in. We actually open the doors in about 3 minutes.
So give them a call or go on in there. It's at Southern and Stapley in Mesa. It's a fabulous time. Check them out at OrganStopPizza.com. Their phone number if you want to set up a party for, what is it, how many?
For groups of 20 or more for evening reservations, for private parties during the day for groups of 50 or more.
480-813-5700. And we've got everyone, and keep on calling, guys. I've got you all entered in to win dinner for 4 plus their souvenir DVD. 602-277-5369. What special events do you have coming up?
Mother's Day, we're having a special Mother's Day lunch from 11:30 to 1. It's all-you-can-eat pizza buffet with salad and unlimited soft drinks. Adults are $12, kids 3 to 9 are $10, and anybody under 3 is free.
You want to do something different, take them to Oregon Stop Pizza for Mother's Day.
Absolutely. That is by prior purchase only. So you can go on our website, OregonStopPizza.com, and purchase those tickets ahead of time.
Again, that's OregonStopPizza.com. Okay, so what is your background? How did you become the owner of this fabulous place?
The original Oregon Stop in Mesa was about 2 blocks away from my house. And when I turned 16, I needed a job. I didn't have a car. It had to be somewhere close that I could walk to. So I ended up getting a job at Oregon Stop. Within about 2 years, I was a supervisor and then became a manager. And at one point, they finally said, hey, you want to own a piece of this? And 30 years later, I'm still doing it. I'm one of the owners, and I could not ask for a better life or a better career.
Wow, that's really neat. That's a great story. So, again, tell them the event that's coming up.
Mother's Day lunch, 11:30 to 1 on Sunday, May 8th. Tickets are $12 for adults and $10 for kids at OregonStopPizza.com.
Just check them out right there. They're open. They just opened. So if you're near there, go on by and check them out. They are at Southern and Stapley in Mesa. It's fabulous, guys, and you'll have a ton of fun. We're entering everyone into getting dinner for 4 plus their souvenir DVD. Keep on calling. We're going to give you another 5 minutes to keep on calling. 602-277-5369. And then you can also call them if you want to book a party. It's 480-813-5700. Or just go in there, walk in, and have a blast and listen to some great Oregon music. Again, it's OregonStopPizza.com.
It's nothing I planned, and not that I can, but you should be mine across that line. If I traded it all.
You're listening to Independent Talk, 1100 KFNX, Cave Creek, Phoenix, a division of Premier Radio Stations. KFNX News Time. It's 5 o'clock.
Prince's autopsy complete? An Ohio family murdered assassination style. I'm Ann Cates. More details about the death of Prince. Correspondent Jim Roop.
Sheriff Jim Olson says Prince was last seen alive around 8 o'clock Wednesday evening. He was dropped off at his home by someone the sheriff would not identify. The sheriff says Prince spent the night at home, which he says was not unusual, and that some of his employees then tried to reach him Thursday morning.
And we're unable to reach Prince. So they responded to Paisley Park to look for him, and found him unresponsive in the elevator.
The sheriff says there was no sign of trauma, no indication of a suicide. He says it'll take a few weeks before the results of the autopsy are complete. Meanwhile, Prince's body has been released to his family. I'm Jim Roop.
Authorities in Pike County, Ohio, are actively looking for one or more suspects wanted in the execution-style shootings of 8 family members at 4 different crime scenes. On Wall Street, the Dow gained 21 points. The Nasdaq fell by 40 points. I'm Ann Cates. Former felons in Virginia will be eligible to vote in the 2016 election. Correspondent Bill Rakoff.
The announcement by Democratic Governor Terry McAuliffe means that upwards of 200,000 ex-felons who are not in prison or on probation